Because I actually wanted people to touch it and feel it and really see it. And then to be able to say, listen, you can put a huge square glass on top, you can put a round glass, but actually this is really about feeling this, and that in 10 years' time, this will be rare.
I'm Vanessakanbiyt, and in this video I'm going to be showing you When We Were Kings by Nu Afropolitan, which is in Galleria across the road from the Kempinski Hotel in Accra, Ghana. There is part 1 of this video, so make sure to check that out as well.
Yeah. No, because my whole thing is like lots of people now are building houses for like $1 million or $2 million, and they get a container and they buy stuff from China or Turkey or Portugal or Italy. And I'm like, the Italians love their design. Why don't we love what we have? You know, even like when you go by the roadside, Switchback Road, and they're doing all these cane stuff. Why can't we just add that little extra oomph and just make it gorgeous? So basically, it was really important for me to kind of show Africa in an authentic manner. And also, because most of the time we see Africa in museums, or we see like kintes, or something that we cannot connect with, especially young people or even Afro-Americans. So the whole idea was to actually, we were working with the Adinkra symbols, yeah? And we found out that every tribe in Ghana, all the 12 tribes, have their own version of the Adinkra symbols. So they're a bit like hieroglyphics. So looking at the Akan symbols, the Ashanti Adinkra symbols, we were going through them. We discovered about 450, which was really surprising. And some of them started to talk about, some of them spoke about technology and innovation and integrity of design. So the question we have to ask ourselves, if Africans, we're so primitive or we're so backward, what technology or innovation are these people talking about when it comes to Adinkra? So it's really important for us to show that actually ancient doesn't mean primitive. This is closer to the matrix than it is to an old museum piece. And that's why it was really important for us to kind of mix our Adinkra symbols with modern iconography and, you know, branding symbols. So basically, we wanted the world to know that we created the emoji. It all comes from us. It was also important for me in this space to use materials that for us was everyday. So materials that we see by the roadside or that we throw away. So wood, bamboo, cane, because Ghana, it's abundant. We don't even value it. We don't even see that we are surrounded by treasure. So if you look at some of these huge wooden pieces, this is Ghanaian teak. And this is really rare because now what we're doing is we're cutting down a lot of our trees before they grow. And you know, we're using it for firewood, we're shipping a lot of it out. So when a great tree falls, my people call me and they say, hey, Joel, this peak has fallen or this mahogany has fallen, and I run to kind of, you know, get it and save it. We don't cut any tree down. We make sure we don't do that. We just literally just rescue the root and as organic and as natural and as authentic to Africa as we are supposed to be. So this teak was almost this color, like a light color, but we wanted to almost bleach it. So what we did was we used salt water and lemon juice, and we treat it like this for about 3 months in the sun, and it slowly just bleaches the color out, yeah. And then some of the black pieces you see, again, it's not painted. What we do is we burn it. We burn all the wood. So it's not just the resources and the materials, it's also the process that we use to treat them. Because we want to make sure that we stay, you know, kind of true to the narrative. Put glass on top because I actually wanted people to touch it and feel it and really see it. And then to be able to say, listen, you can put a huge square glass on top, you can put a round glass, but actually this is really about feeling this, and that in 10 years' time, this will be rare. They don't exist anymore, yeah. So even like that mahogany behind you, I mean, it's one piece, you know? And this is actually the root of the tree. So we literally go under and we dig underneath. And these trees have been in existence for thousands of years. So sometimes we find like snakes, scorpion eggs, and God knows what else. Show you what we do.
Go on.
Yes, this is me filming. Yeah.
And then how do you actually transport it?
Oh, I'll show you that as well. So this is like a process. So sometimes it takes us a week to just dig up one root.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And then how much is something like that to buy one of these tables?
Well, again, it depends on the type of wood. So we charge by type of wood and not necessarily. So for example, ebony is our most expensive wood because it's rare and actually people value it. It's more expensive than gold. So if it's an ebony root, then it just goes through the roof. It can go anything from 50, 60,000, like, because it's rare.
Dollars.
Yeah, all the way. If you've got like a mahogany, a natural mahogany, or just like an adum, that could be $5,000, $6,000. So it's the type of wood and the rarity of the wood. If the wood is really rare, it's almost like you're dealing with precious metals.
Yeah.
Then that's what you're dealing with. So Ghanaian teak is becoming rarer and rarer and rarer. So this is more expensive than the mahogany, even though, and it will still be more expensive even if it was half the size. I want it to be, I like the idea of putting water in it and then you put leaves in it, you put plants in it, or you can literally have it as a goldfish bowl, which I think is genius. I think it's genius.
I don't know how comfortable this would be for the, like...
But it comes in, yeah. I mean, her fish are like teeny.
Okay.
And then she fills it all the way up and they just...
That's such a good idea.
Such a nice idea. But again, the idea is also showing that, listen, it's design from the simplest, and we can like, there's so much creative, the possibilities are endless. And this is like just a branch from a tree, and this is the same tree, and that's the same tree, and that's, but you can have 1,000 designs, yeah. Up there,
Yeah.
you know prayer, the things that they sweep the floor with,
Oh, yeah?
that's what it's made out of.
Wow.
So the whole, and you've got some decorations up there made with prayer. So the whole idea is to use our everyday stuff. These are inexpensive materials that we throw away every day. The tabletop is made of bamboo. So it's shell, it's bamboo, it's stone, it's rattan, it's cane, it's wood, feathers, that's it.
So how much is this table?
So this table, I think it's about maybe $3,000, maybe less. And you can put glass on it to make it bigger, to seat more, or not. And the chair is just cane. Cane that we've kind of just sprayed.
Oh, what are these glass things?
They're lights. So we were just playing with perspex and resin and just melting them. And actually we wanted to even have, we want them to look like fabric. So what we want to try and do next time is to kind of add color and maybe try and do like kente colors and yeah. So this is the beginning, the possibilities. Yeah. And then just little, you know, these are like just playing with little things, even doing accessories out of wood. These are all like duck feathers and chicken feathers.
From Ghana?
Yeah, from Ghana, and shells. So what we want to do as well is like also entertain and start introducing the idea of fashion, because I want to do a fashion collection. Yeah, and accessories and jewelry.
So what is that?
So it's just a vessel, it's just a pot, it's just to show, like we're just playing. And then again, you've got other wood. So this is the burnt piece I was talking about. And then you've got pieces that we've got resin and glass. So again, this is wood, even that piece is wood. But it's a different, it feels like a completely different material. And like, you know, and this is just clear. Imagine when you start introducing metals or colors or, you know, like I really want to do like a resin table with just rose petals inside. And again, banana leaves are something we throw away all the time. We don't use them, but. So we've treated it with a gel.
Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and make sure to watch part 1 of this interview where I asked Jewel all about her move from the UK to Ghana and everything in between. Thanks and see you soon.